Monthly September 2020 horoscope for zodiac sign Cancer. You'll have a better month than usual in September. Dear Cancer, with Moon and Mercury influence in so many water signs this month, your natural energy is all around. Thanks to this elemental boost, you're empowered to go as deep as necessary to get what you want. But you will need to practice the graceful art of balance, particularly around the middle of the month. Your natural caretaking tendencies will see you through. September 2nd brings a beautiful full moon in Pisces and your 9th house of philosophy. Neptune, the ruler of this lunation, also forms an exact trine to Venus in your own sign. This is a very spiritual signature that opens up the possibility of a complete perspective, adding a bit of an electric twist. Uranus, the planet of surprise, makes positive aspects to the moon and the sun. Expect an outpouring of love and wisdom from somewhere foreign and unexpected. Foreign doesn't necessarily mean far from home either. There are unexplored places and relationships around every corner. After the 5th, you're enjoying increased concentration and rational thought. That's because Mercury, the planet that represents our mental faculties, will be gliding through balanced Libra, in your 4th house of home and family and inheritance. Libra Mercury allows you to communicate your most intimate feelings in a tactful way. Of course, this transit will square your Sun at some point over the next couple weeks, making you overly defensive and sensitive to questions. But this will be a fleeting problem if you can hold your tongue. Money looks fantastic for you after the 6th when Venus enters Leo in your 2nd house of earned income. There is a tendency with this transit to take too much pride in your possessions. So don't forget to connect to what really matters to you in your heart center. Decisions between career and close relationships are highlighted on the 9 when Mars stations retrograde in your 10th house of social status. The key to the next 8 to 10 weeks is prioritization and balanced intimacy so you can deepen all your commitments in the long run. You might need to reassess your professional objectives or change plans. Just come back to the center before taking any drastic actions. For the rest of the year after Jupiter stations direct on the 12th, you can find fortune and favor by really putting some optimism into your one-on-one relationships. Your monthly opportunity for rebirth comes on the 17th with a fresh new moon in analytical Virgo. This clean slate in your 3rd house of communication opposes Neptune in Pisces. So this isn't the time to be wishy-washy and emotional with your words. Instead, learn something new or wrap up a few loose ends in your environment. If you've been putting off any important phone calls or daily tasks, this is the perfect time to get caught up on all the details. Around the 20th, Juno enters Scorpio to test your definition of commitment. Have you been too childish or maybe too serious about your romantic partnerships lately? Regardless, your concept of marriage and emotional contracts will be pushed to the limit so you can make a profound announcement of what you want. Your home and heritage could be a source of pride or a source of insecurity after the 22 when the Sun enters Libra in your 4th house of family. You get to decide which as long as you stay balanced. Mercury enters the waters of Scorpio in your 5th house on the 27th, so you won't shy away from diving in deep when it comes to romance and creative endeavors. Prepare to feel a little devilish and probing qualities that will power your creative ideas but will also tempt you to manipulate others. Keep it lighthearted and playful so you don't go shoving around a power imbalance. For single Cancers, this can be a great time to flirt around and impress potential suitors with your wit and humor. On the other hand, happily partnered Cancerians should enjoy this sultry, mysterious influence in almost all aspects of the relationship. Also on the 27th, retrograde asteroid Ceres backtracks into your 8th house of sex, death, and taxes. Explore all things metaphysical and physical. You'll be surprised by the nourishment you receive. As far as your relationships go, romantic and non-romantic, there could be a bit of tension after the 29 when Saturn stations direct in your 7th house of partnerships. Although not inherently a bad transit, this will encourage you to take stock of the one-on-one relationships you hold and force you to acknowledge the responsibility that cooperation takes. All of your relationships which are meant to last will stand strong through Saturn's transit, but faulty ones will crumble over the rest of the year. Finally, you're setting your sights on October and ready to uncover the mysteries that await you.